Hey everyone, Steve Grogan here with another little tip or soundbite, whatever you want to call it, about Wing Chun forms. My Sifu put it this way to me, and I happen to agree. You should look at the forms as guidelines, not strict. This is the way your Wing Chun better look when you fight, or you're going to Wing Chun hell because you're not really doing Wing Chun. The forms are kind of like the notes in a scale of music, where, you know, would you consider a guitar solo if you were just playing up and down the scale? Or would it be like that's my that's my guitar mouth effects? You know, which one's more musical? This thing, or just do? You know what I mean? And the moves in the forms are similar, which, you know, in a way it kind of relates back to a previous video I had said, or I think of Wing Chun music and writing all as different art forms, and that's part of why Wing Chun appeals to me, aside from being able to learn how to handle myself more effectively. And the same thing, now that I'm thinking about it, what I said with the scales, it could be said about the alphabet or about words in general. Like, is it really art or literature if every sentence is like perfectly constructed, or are you going to say someone's a crappy writer because they started a sentence with the word "and," or they ended it with a preposition? No, that's not how you qualify good or bad writers. So the point is, you take the basic elements of something and you interpret them. And in the case of Wing Chun, I mean, as long as it works in a self-defense situation, then it was the right interpretation, even if it's not the same interpretation that your classmates had. You know, like me, I think Bong Sao can be interpreted as like an overhand punch. You know, I think coming back in like this can be interpreted as a hook punch. Like, for some reason your hand is out here, and yeah, maybe this one's occupied, so you probably could punch from this one, but let's say you don't have the time to, and you don't have the time to draw this back in, and say it could be a punch. Pak Sao could be a strike instead of, and I don't mean it could be a strike just like, oh, you could punch instead of Pak Sao. I mean, it could be a strike, you know? Or like if you were, for some reason, if someone had you in a headlock, upside down Pak Sao, boom, right to their groin, you know? So, and that's just some quick off the top of my head ideas. So the forms, they're just guidelines, and feel free to experiment and run by your Sifu. Hey Sifu, could you use this for that? And see what he says. And even if he doesn't reject it, even if he rejects it outright, he might say, well, let's explore that. So try that, have some fun. I'll see you in the next video.